I've been warning you guys for a long time that DVD is no good. And there's finally some proof in the pudding. I don't know if you've heard the news, but disc rot on DVD is spreading like that. You know, people have been just going through their collections and going, hey, like 95% of my discs aren't working, including stuff I bought, within the last couple months. The disc rot is real. And DVD has finally had its final nail in the coffin. You're going to be seeing dumpsters just full of them. I went to go throw out baby Blu-rays weekly, cat litter pile. And I couldn't even get the bag in because my dumpster was just full of DVDs. It's spreading, guys. It's a real problem. I've been warning you about this. I told you throw away your DVDs. You didn't listen. And now you're paying the price. Now the sad part is this going to happen again with Blu-ray? I read an article that said Blu-ray is going to go. So, as a collector, someone who's planning on selling a majority of his collection in 3 to 5 years, to maximize his wealth, I'm going to be okay, probably. I think, hopefully as long as these discs can at least hold out a few years, I should be all right. But in the back of my mind, I'm kind of saying, maybe I need to just save myself a hassle and start throwing away these Blu-rays, just keep the slip covers, keep the deluxe packaging, any of the stuff actually people want, the stuff that's actually going to be worth money, because unfortunately it's just not these discs. Look at disc-only copies of movies online. You'll see they're not worth squat. People need that packaging. People need that artwork. People need that slip cover. They need that big, thick, juicy box. People don't, people want these slips. That's what people are after. The contents of the disc, they don't matter. How many of you actually watch these? What, 2 out of 100? And the 2 people out there probably saying, I watch my discs. What are you, probably 60 years old? You're ancient. Get it on the real world with the rest of us. We've all moved on. We're streaming. We're going to Pirate Bay to watch movies. We're not just farting around and just saying, yeah, let me go down to Walmart and see what DVD I can buy. Let me see what I can buy. You only should be buying not for what you want to watch, but what you know is going to be worth money down the road. And that's the big mistake a lot of you guys have been making. And like I said, this whole disc rot thing is a disease. It's starting with the DVDs, and it's spreading to the Blu-ray. So, you need to do what I'm going to be doing. I'm going pretty much, strictly to 4K. And if I get a Blu-ray, between now and the next, 3 to 5 years, I'm planning on selling it quickly. All those Game of Pleasures Blu-rays I just got, thank God, I'm going to keep them in the packaging, so they're definitely, hopefully going to last 3 years. But, there's an expiration date coming. Can't guarantee that the person who buys them is going to be able to watch them very long. So I hope you're just buying it for the slipcover. And that's how you guys need to start thinking. As soon as that slipcover is gone, no point even buying it. Because what are you buying? Just a dog frisbee? Because that's what it's going to be. And I don't have any use for frisbees. I don't have a dog. I have a cat. So I'm just here living my best life, trying to make the most of a bad situation. And you DVD guys you've already went there. You're already done. It's over for you. But, for Blu-ray and 4K people, you have some time. 4K people like me, that's a new format. I probably have at least, 6-7 years on them. And for the boutique stuff, that's more than enough time for them to accumulate wealth. Most of this stuff's going to be sold in 3 to 5 years anyways, because that's when it's going to hit its peak value. with a few exceptions that I think, oh, I can hold on to that. Like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, which A is a really good movie. It's just easy cloud on my shelf. That's a known classic. Everyone comes into your house and they go, oh, I know that movie. I love that movie because it's a classic. Now, however, if I'm going to pull out, you know, that old timey Dawn of the Dead, this one from what, like 1960, like nobody's watching this. Nobody's actually putting this in their player. You're literally just buying it because you want people to think you're cool, and that's fine. But just take out these discs and toss them. Now this is the 4K, so I'm gonna hang on to this. But I'm just saying, if this was the Blu-ray version, which I'm sure some of you weirdos have, which if there's a superior format, why are you buying the old version? I don't understand that. That's honestly just madness. But you guys just need to grow up. It's time for you to invest in the 4K format, and it's time for you to really start considering, buying just deluxe box sets and slipcovers. These are just the times we live in. But comment down below. Have you begun throwing out all of your DVDs? Have you started getting rid of all of those Blu-rays while they're still functioning? Again, you might as well just put them in the trash or find someone to buy them off you real quick because the clock is ticking.